AWS Application Source Bundlee, G, WAR, JAR, zip. Description: application code packaged for deployment. This bundle typically contains the compiled code, libraries, and configuration files necessary to run the application. Prerequisites: AWS account. You need an active AWS account to use AWS services. AWS CLI or AWS SDK. The AWS command line interface CLI or AWS SDKs provide tools for interacting with AWS services. Use cases: deploying Java web applications. WAR files are commonly used for deploying Java web applications to web servers like Apache Tomcat. Deploying Java command line applications. JAR files are used to package Java applications that can be run from the command line. Deploying applications written in other languages. While WAR and JAR are primarily associated with Java, other languages can also use similar packaging formats like zip archives for deployment. Steps: create an S3 bucket. Create an Amazon S3 bucket to store your application source bundle. S3 is a highly scalable and durable object storage service. Upload the application source bundle to the S3 bucket. Use the AWS CLI SDK or the S3 web console to upload your WAR, JAR, or zip file to the S3 bucket. Launch an EC2 instance. Launch an Amazon EC2 instance, which is a virtual server in the cloud. You can choose an EC2 instance type that meets your application's requirements. Install the required dependencies on the EC2 instance. Install any necessary software, libraries, or runtime environments, e.g., Java, Apache Tomcat on your EC2 instance. Download the application source bundle from the S3 bucket. Download the application source bundle from the S3 bucket to your EC2 instance using the AWS CLI SDK or a command line tool like curl. Deploy the application on the EC2 instance depending on the application type. You might need to unzip the source bundle, configure the application, e.g., modify configuration files, start the application, e.g., start Apache Tomcat. Challenges and fixes: incorrect file permissions. Set the file permissions to allow the application to run. Use the chmod command to adjust file permissions to ensure the application user has the necessary read-write execute permissions. Missing dependencies. Install the required dependencies. Use package managers or the appropriate installation methods to install any missing libraries, frameworks, or runtime environments. Application configuration issues. Review the application configuration files. Carefully inspect the application configuration files, e.g., web.xml, application properties to ensure they are correctly set up for your deployment environment. Application errors. Review the application logs for errors. Examine the application logs for clues about errors or exceptions that might be occurring. Use logging tools or search through log files on your EC2 instance. Network connectivity issues. Check the network configuration and ensure the application can connect to the required services. Verify that the EC2 instance has the correct security group rules to allow inbound and outbound network traffic for your application. Security issues. Implement appropriate security measures to protect the application and its data. Use security best practices to secure your EC2 instance, network traffic, and application data. Dash. Performance issues. Dash. Optimize the application code and configuration for performance. Profile your application code in. Identify performance bottlenecks. Use techniques like caching, indexing, or code optimization to improve performance. Dash. Scaling issues. Dash. Use AWS services like auto-scaling to scale the application as needed. Configure AWS auto-scaling to automatically add or remove EC2 instances based on load, ensuring your application can handle varying traffic levels. Dash. Monitoring issues. Dash. Use AWS services like CloudWatch to monitor the application's health and performance setup. CloudWatch alarms to notify you of any critical issues with your application's health or performance. Dash. Deployment automation issues. Dash. Use AWS services like Code Deploy to automate the deployment process. Use AWS Code Deploy to automate the deployment of your application, including steps like downloading the bundle, installing dependencies, and starting the application.